went into a gradual descent and landed hard, almost 2 hours after takeoff. That was just a guess on Bosch's part. He was not wearing a watch, part of the pose of a drifter who had checked out of society. Everyone climbed out of the plane in a quiet and orderly fashion. Bosch saw that they were on a desert runway, a range of brown mountains ringing the sun-torched flats. For all he knew, they might be in Mexico, but as he followed the others to a waiting van, he looked around. The dense odor and white salty crust of the land told him they were likely close to the Salton Sea. The intel from Jerry Edgar had helped. Bosch got a window seat in the van and was able to further observe his position. He saw 2 other jump planes parked further down the strip, and beyond them, the sun hung low in the sky. It oriented him, and he soon knew the van was moving south from the airstrip. Bosch looked around for the woman with stars on her hand and saw her sitting 2 benches ahead of him. He watched her lean forward and tighten her shoulders as she crossed her arms in front of her chest. He recognized the behavior, and it was a reminder that he was only posing as an addict. Everybody else on the van was the real thing. After a 30-minute drive, the van pulled into what looked like the kind of shantytown Bosch had seen when they had followed cases into the barrios in Mexicali and other places across the border. There was a collection of RVs, buses, tents, and shacks made of aluminum sheeting, canvas tarps, and other construction debris. Before the van came to a stop, people were up from their seats and crowding toward the side door as if they couldn't wait for the next leg of the journey. Bosch stayed seated and watched as the shills that had been sitting so quietly and peacefully moments before now pushed and shoved for position. He saw the woman with stars in her hand grabbing at a man's arm to pull him away from the scrum so she could improve her position. The door slid open and the people nearly fell out of the van. Through a side window, Bosch saw why. The man who had come out from the encampment